for a plane crash in the mountains. That reminds me of a story my mother once told me. How do you make pudding when you ain't got no flan? Good question. The answer is, you can't. You can't truly plan for everything, but you can make yourself as ready as humanly possible for when the plane, literally or figuratively, crashes into the mountain. That's always literal. What do? Who should you take health advice from? You should never take health advice from Baron von Richthofen. However, you should consult your primary care provider, whether that is a doctor, whether that is a nurse, or whether that is a crazy old man who lives behind the shed in the back of your house. His name is Earl, and he does a Lincoln impersonation. Swine flu and avian flu. What are the mutation risks? Swine flu can turn into avian or bird flu. Avian means bird. But bird flu cannot turn into swine flu. Why? Pigs can't fly. That is why. If pigs could fly, we would get bacon faster. And I think that's an important issue that we all need to understand here. Now, has yoga finally made it beautiful to fart in the presence of beautiful women? I said that's a false question. The answer is, it has always been acceptable to fart in the presence of both beautiful and unattractive women. It works for me. I've been married 17 times. 3 of whom were beautiful. Now, some people say that you should grab the delicacies that life provides. Others say you should not. Those people are correct. Stick to bland, homogenized things, both food and lifestyle choices. Only talk to people who are boring, never challenge yourself, and never do anything that is outside of your comfort zone. You'll be much happier. Just trust me on this. Just trust me. So who survives? Survival of the fittest, survival of the fastest, or survival of the fattest? I'm standing in front of you people. I'm a survivor. You can be too. Order the brownies, have a double helping, grab life by the horns, and don't worry about your cholesterol. Sure, they'll probably find a cure for bizarre meat dishes such as beef Wellingtons on your keyboard, but will that come fast enough? No. Nothing that's ever being looked at now will be fast enough to help you in your life. Keep that in mind, but keep reaching for the stars because you might help somebody in another life. When is curiosity dangerous? That's the key in preventing the plane crash from the mountain. Curiosity is always dangerous. Never explore, never learn, never do anything. That's my point. Play it safe, people. Play it safe. Curiosity killed the cat, which is good because no one, in fact, likes cats. I know that's true. Now, you should get involved in activities, nonetheless. New sports you should get involved in. Giant boulder tossing is not a good one, because you can, in fact, be crushed by a giant boulder. Sports you should get involved in, tiddlywinks, very safe. Tic-tac-toe, fairly safe unless it involves a chicken, because then you can get the bird flu. Keep that in mind. You should also not play against pigs. Now, health studies have shown that 2 out of 3 Americans have hemorrhoids. The other one used to have it, but doesn't talk about it. 40% of all indigestion remedies sold in the world are sold in the United States of America. 38% of those are sold to my Uncle Phil, who used to be a roadie for Ernest Borgnine when he was briefly in Metallica. Should you assess a child's health if you want them to grow, survive, and survive the plane crash? Yes, you should. Should you determine whether they're healthy, husky, chubby, or fat? They're always fat. They are always fat. Natural selection, that's what it comes down to. It's Darwinism at its finest. Should we have more natural selection? Yes, we should. And in fact, we should not only encourage, but we should force certain people to run with the bulls in Pamplona. You know who I'm referring to. Sorry. In conclusion, thank you for your time, and I'm going to get a pizza.